Please work. Please work. Please work. Okay. Are we working? Okay. We're working. I just have to be so careful touching my thing because it's shaking like crazy. Okay, let me get this because now I have to redo everything. Okay. Let me get this. Hopefully it works this time. Fingers crossed. No crazy. Let me check. No crazy. Darn, y'all can hear if I just don't touch my thing. I should be good. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take me a minute to get used to. Let me get the link. I am really hoping, guys, that the internet does not do what it just did, because it just had like the biggest freak out. I don't even, and hopefully guys you can hear me, because this is, I'm trying to figure things out. I had like my nice little steady system. I knew in my other room, I was like, okay, this is what's gonna happen, where I set everything up, like I didn't have any worries, and now I'm a little bit on scramble mode. So it'll take a minute. But let me just do this really quickly. Hello, everyone. Hello, Heather. Hello, Lorraine, Cheryl. Okay, perfect. You guys can hear me. I'm so happy. Wow, this is just, it's gonna take me a minute to get used to like a new space, and the table I have is not the best right now, so it wants to shake a ton, and it doesn't even look like the rocks I put in the back are working to stabilize it. So that's really fun. So, hello, Tammy. That's my aunt. Okay, let me, okay. Hello, Adela. Okay, guys, so, yeah, a little impromptu stream. I ended up just like going out to eat with my brother, so then I got back a little bit early, and I was like, okay, you know, this is perfect to do a stream early enough. It's not too crazy late for me, and I feel like I've got some energy today, so I could handle it all. So I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Heather, I think I saw, let me see, I bought a dragon pattern and I can't figure out the wings. Do you happen to know what dragon pattern you got? Because, well, I just realized I have this just conveniently in the way. Depending on what dragon pattern you have, I might be able to give you some pointers. I did make one dragon so far. I have the head of another dragon. Maybe we'll work on it today. I don't know. That, it's somewhere. Guys, it is crazy moving literally like everything from one spot to a new spot, and like everything is not set up. I need to like make my way to Joann's or Target or something tomorrow and get like more organizers and like stable tables. I'm literally just like on a table that's my one of the card tables I used to use for the farmers market, so it's shaking a little bit. So if you happen to hear any noise, it's because I put marbles behind the container that my phone is resting on so it wouldn't fall, because my whole back of my phone is shattered but my front isn't. So we're just it's gonna take a little bit to get like accustomed to this. This is different. Let me look. I think that's the one I have too. Let me just check really quickly, because I know I got one dragon pattern and I did make a mistake the first time. my mistake, I think, was... Oh, you're doing Red Mills. I actually don't have that pattern. The dragon I bought was from Magic Filament. I think that's how you say it. I will post in the description if anyone wants to know what the dragon is, because I highly doubt that I put it like in my document that's on my normal videos, just because I have not looked at that in a little bit and put all the new patterns I'm using. But this is the one, oh gosh, let's see. Etsy loves to make life a little harder. And that is the dragon pattern that I used, and I actually have, so this is something I could not do before. I did not have any of my plushies actually up in a room with me, and now I have some, so I can actually show you guys some of the things I crochet. Into this box we go. Oh my gosh, so much yarn everywhere. I know which one you're talking about because it keeps blowing up and I see her patterns like everywhere. And I know she just released a couple new dragons. They're so cool, but they are just not... I can't justify making them because they're a little too much, like, too much for me. So, oh my gosh. I just have lids upon lids. Crazy, crazy, crazy. This is the first dragon that I made recently, but I didn't like finish, like I could do more with the eyes. I just kind of like finished it, but this is from that pattern that I just posted in the description from the Etsy. But I guess if you're looking for like a medium size, I guess it's like this long, but this one was super easy to make. I honestly, I would say like this kind of took me a similar length of time as to what the big cows take me. So I can't complain at all about this pattern, and I'm working on another one, but it's going to be cherry blossom themed, but that one's going to take me forever. I already know. It's just like I know that it's going to take me so long. And I haven't been able to commit to it because I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the ones that I've seen from her dragons just look like they're beautiful, and I think I've seen some like really cool ones, but they definitely look like really, really tricky. And I'm just like not, I don't know if I quite have the time to be going like that crazy, but they're beautiful. But I agree, they look, I have not actually read any of the patterns, but they do look really tricky from everything I've seen. And some people have done some really cool things with like the fake fur and stuff, and I think it's so cool, but maybe not. Not enough prepared for me. Oh my gosh, there's stuff everywhere. I actually got some new yarn. I should show y'all. It literally came in today. I could not find, so I did actually order yarn from Premier, but not today. Of course, the day after I bought yarn from Premier, they're having a sale. And I was tempted today to buy more yarn from Premier, but then I was like, do I actually need it? Not really. So, they don't have this tangerine color, and this tangerine color was like the main thing I really wanted. So Amazon had it. But they only had it where you can buy it in 6-pack. So, I got 6-pack of this tangerine yarn, which is honestly, if I'm being honest, probably the only yarn that I actually go through in regards to Premier. Like, there aren't too many colors that like I've personally gotten that I think are vastly different from Sweet Snuggles, except maybe like a color shade. But Sweet Snuggles Light does not have orange. Chanel Home Slim does not have orange. So literally Premier is like pretty much my only option besides Hobby, but I cannot figure out where to buy that stuff. So if anyone wants to let me know, because I need a specific cream and they're out of sale on the website, and I don't know where else to buy it from. So any recommendations would be like super helpful because I'm kind of stumped there. But yes, picked up some more Premier in the tangerine because it's only orange and I need it for like everything. I wish there was a way, I think I can flip the camera and kind of show you guys the situation in the room right now. I don't have the video up right now. I've been recording, but like these past couple of days have just been a little crazy, so I haven't recorded as much as I was originally intending, but I'm hoping this weekend to record more because it's going to be raining a ton where I live, and basically when it rains a ton, that means I can't ride my horses, which in turn just means that I do a lot more crocheting and like recording and stuff because like my whole mindset is towards this opposed to the horses. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some more videos tomorrow. But when you watch that video, you also see I am in a different room. Look at all these boxes. So I'm in a different room. So basically, my brother ended up moving to a separate house. And when his room came available, I was like, can I have his room? Like, I just wanted to kind of like show my yarn and do all of my crochet stuff in one place. And then I'm pulling out my sewing machine because I want to start sewing a little bit and just doing all this type of stuff. And I was like, can I have like one room that's like, I guess like an arts and crafts type room, and then I can also do like my other business stuff in here with like documents, da 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 da. If I want to write, I can write in here. It could all be like in one small place. So this just happened like yesterday. I started moving things into here. So it's still like really crazy, but I'm excited to see what I can do with it. If I ever get to the point where I can have like a P.O. box or something, or like people want to send me stuff. I have so much wall space and I would like totally love to like hang up stuff and like put it all around my room and just like personalize it. Cause like right now it's like not really much. It will change. I've only been in here a day, but I'm just excited to see where it's gonna like hopefully take me. This will be my first full year of crochet and having this business, and I'm really trying to push for like doing more markets and like doing some more things. So we'll see. And I'm pushing to also make my own patterns, which is really fun and exciting. So there's just a lot going on this year. But if you guys would like me to give you a little bit of a tour around the room, just let me know. I would be more than happy to show you guys what I have set up. It's just like a little messy. I just don't know if you guys want to see that or if you want to wait till the video comes out like either tomorrow or Sunday. It really just depends on how long it takes me to record stuff. And if I end up going to Target and buying things, and then I kind of want to show you guys a video of it a little bit more set up than it is right now. But if you guys want to see a quick preview, let me know. I'd love to show you guys. But besides that, we'll find something else really fun to do. All right. Let's see. Okay. So I hope you guys are all having a great day. Trying to figure out where I just threw whatever. I'm working on the last, probably somewhat cow, for my pattern. It's gonna be, I had it, somebody on Instagram recommended to me I was like, I don't really know, I don't know. I got stuck on these colors, not 100% like normal for a cow. And then somebody on Instagram was like, oh, you should do a blueberry one. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't know, a lot of people do blueberries or strawberries. Strawberry cows are really popular. And so I think what I'm actually gonna do is I think I'm gonna take this more of a sky theme. So I'm gonna crochet some clouds and sew the clouds on the body, and then crochet the head, and then I think I'm gonna make the cow a little hat, but it's gonna be like a sun hat. I don't know how it's gonna turn out. And then I painted some eyes that have clouds in them. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do like the sky theme, like cloud theme, or should I just like go to a blueberry theme? I really don't know. Sometimes I get ideas and it's like too crazy, I guess you could say. I struggled with the dino patterns last week. Oh, what dino patterns did you do? Because there are definitely some that are like, if I do any of the crochet grove patterns, I always do the standing versions. I've stopped doing sitting because why would you? I mean, if I cannot have to sew to more legs, then I'm more than happy not to do it. Sky theme, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm trying to, especially with the cow pattern, I'm hoping that, I was really hoping that by this weekend I would like have everything written up and I would have the tester call out. I'm still trying to push it. The tester call just might be more like Sunday. I was hoping tomorrow, but honestly, I've hardly typed anything up. Like everything's written out. Like it's just more like getting things like typed up, making sure I take certain pictures that I want to take, and getting this one. And so I was like, well, I think it'd be a really fun mod, or like something fun to include in the pattern would be a sky cow, because I never really see anything like that. And I wanted to definitely have something besides like flower cows, even though admittedly I do a lot of flower cows. But I wanted to definitely have something like a little bit fun like that. So I might give the sky theme a whirl. I just don't know how it's gonna turn out. And I think like a sun hat would be cute. And then I might cut with felt or embroider like a little smiley on the sun. I'm undecided, but it's kind of what I'm thinking. And then this will probably be like the last cow I make before I get pictures and like do all that type stuff. Sky themes. Yeah, that's what I think it will be cute. No, that's one of the reasons why I want to do pattern testing. Like I know some people don't, but I just want to have like 2 or 3 people pattern test, and that way at least I know that like maybe my gibberish can make sense to someone else, because sometimes my gibberish doesn't make sense to me. Hello Nicole, I'm doing well. I'm just like a little bit overwhelmed being in a new spot and like trying to figure things out. It's just like, it's a change. I don't do well change. I hope you're doing well though. Hopefully you don't get any ice, because somehow it's supposed to ice tonight in Georgia. Don't know how. Everyone has the fruit inspired cows. Yeah, that's my thing. Like somebody was like, oh, you should do like a blueberry one, and I was like, yeah, but I don't see as many blueberry cows as I see. The main, I would say, fruit cow that I primarily see is strawberry. Like I see strawberries all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like I'd probably make a strawberry cow because I know it would get bought. But I think like as an incentive for somebody who's maybe like interested in the pattern, like having something that's like new and different might be a good way to, I guess, pull someone in, I guess. I don't know. I've never done this pattern stuff before. It was just like one of my 2024 goals, and I really wanted to make a cow that would like fit from what I needed. And then I was like, well, I guess if I'm gonna do it, maybe I should offer it to other people. And then I already know what my next animal, if I have time to ever do, will be a fox, because I really want to make small foxes and not just have my one fox that's like really priced more than I think most people would pay. Hello, Jordan. Yeah, well, this is like my second live back since basically not doing a live for a month. I should be back on a better schedule in terms of like live streams and stuff. I just got kind of like out of whack because Christmas was coming and like I was doing so many custom orders, and I like did my last Christmas present on Christmas Eve and finished up like, I don't know, like 2 hours before I went to bed. And then I like got a message about the bouquets, and I basically had like 5 days to do 5 bouquets, which is insane because they weren't like six bouquet or like 6 roses in a bouquet. Like it was like college football and like mascots and custom mascots and like 8 flowers per thing, and it was just like so much more than I thought it would be. So I just had like no time to record. I think I did record some with the bouquet because I got my new camera and everything. So I was like, okay, I need to make some time to record. But besides that, I mean, I'm just like getting back into the groove of like recording. Honestly, right now, my big things is just like getting this pattern done and getting it out there, and then market prepping and setting up this room. And then I do have one custom order that's like in the books, but I don't think it's an urgent thing. So I've just been kind of playing around and seeing, testing the water. So say this will be my first full year as a crocheter. December like 23rd or 24th was my 6-month anniversary of crocheting. So this year is just like all about figuring stuff out, trying to survive. Let's see, I'm doing well, just raining on rain. Yeah, I'm not excited for the rain. I wish it would rain in the afternoon so my horses could go outside, but it always rains in the morning, and then I can't turn them out because everything becomes a muddy mess. Instead of making... That's smart. I actually only really made one handmade gift, and it was for my brother. And I think I posted it on Instagram? Yeah, I think I posted on Instagram. If I get around to recording like my Christmas review and going over like all the customs I did and whatnot, then I would definitely like go over. But I made my brother a doll. I don't know how it went from being like this big to being like this big when it was done. It was huge. But it was based off like one of his favorite characters from this game he plays, and the game for this like particular character never gets like any new merchandise or anything. So he loved it, but it just, oh my god, it was huge. I don't think that doll was probably the biggest thing I've crocheted, and it was my first attempt crocheting a doll. And I will never crochet a doll in acrylic yarn ever again, because that was not fun. But definitely, that's smart. I have so much, well, I shouldn't say so much. I have a few Christmas things still left over from that market I did that I'm kind of like, I guess you're living with me for the next, I don't even know how long, because Christmas is over. I can't believe it. I feel like it came so quick this year. Oh my gosh, no, don't be cut. Oh my gosh, no, it's gotten cut. The yarn has somehow tangled itself in the table. I can't wait to get an actually nice table where this won't happen. Oh my gosh, how did this even happen? I don't even know what. Okay, there we go. I freed it. Yes, I saw that. I don't actually think I've ever purchased any patterns from her, but I do. Well, I'm subscribed to her on YouTube and I watch her stuff and everything. and I saw the fairy. I might try one. I need to sit down and like, I have some very unrealistic expectations as to what I can crochet for markets. So I have to sit down and like, I'm trying to get my base things done, which I had 25 leggy frogs, but I wanted to hit 50, 20 possums, and I wanted to hit 40, 10 yellow ducks, chicks, roosters, which I actually did make all of the ducks already. They just need to be finished off. I had like turtles, basically 60 turtles. Axolotls would be about 50. And then whales was like 30, I think. So I'm working my way through my market prep stuff, which I mean my first market's in April, so and then I can move on to like fun things and trying to make like my basic things that are pretty popular first. But the fairy could be fun. Yeah, the hair for dolls is so time consuming. Because it was for my brother. When I first started doing the hair, I actually changed the hair because it didn't fit the character. But I started hand sewing everything. And hand sewing was taking so long. I mean, it was just like too much. And I didn't, because it like the hand sewing made it like really, really flat. And I knew it was for my brother, so he wasn't gonna like play with it or do anything crazy. Like literally all he was gonna display it and everything with all of his other like little plushies. So I ended up resorting to hot gluing most of the hair down and then putting it in place because, oh my gosh, there's so much hair and it would have taken forever. I just wasn't committed to spending that much time. I'm trying to do the hair, and the clothes took forever too. Because like the body of the doll wasn't horrible because it was just a lot of like 12 round, like, 12 stitches and like 20 round. Like it was the accessories that really took so long. Dolls, I think they're time consuming, but like, I don't know. I think they're really easy to mess up. Like if you put your eyes wrong or if you like don't have precise hair placement, like I think they're just, you have to have like a lot of detail, and personally for me, I'm just not that like detailed of a person in that regard. Yeah, and I also, dolls, oh my gosh, I don't even know what people pay or like charge for them, but if I were to ever make a doll like again, I would charge so much money. They were so annoying to make. And I only did it, like I said, it was for my brother, so, and I knew it was going to be something that he never had before and it was handmade by myself, but I wouldn't go out of my way to make a doll. Okay. Keep going. I have been working on this cow for longer than I care to admit. I get like 2 or 3 rounds in and then I get called over and have to do something, and then I get like 3 rounds in and then I have to stop. And I was really dead set today on making like all these chickens. Like I have 5 up here, 5 in this box. So I was just like dead set on knocking them out so I could write on my paper that I had written them or that I had crocheted them. So this cow has been a little neglected. But I can actually show, do you guys want to see the evolution of this pattern? Because like when I first made it, I thought it was good. And guys, oh my god. Now that I'm on the set, like then I made the second one, I was like, oh my god, the first one is actually like kind of scary. This will be my 4th one I made. To me, the thing I just like about it is like I can literally make 2 to 3 cows in the time that it takes me to make 1 large cow, which, oh, so nice. Oh my gosh, I have like, you guys can't see it and I'm afraid to move it because like my phone is resting near it. I have like 5 body parts over there. I have a unicorn that's been waiting to be finished for like ever. I have half a dragon. I know I have some more. I have a whole box actually in my closet that is dedicated to like half finished things. Like when I moved everything up here, I just started getting to the point where I started like frogging things, or like if it was really, really hideous, I just threw it away or tried to like save whatever yarn I could and the stuffing. But I have so many projects that I start and nothing ever happens. Okay. Let's make certain that we're all good with the stitch count. Okay, we're all good. So I guess the question of the day should be, I'm getting ready to start the ears. The ears are going to be dark blue. What color should I make the inside of the ears? I've been doing purple. I've been doing pink, but I don't know if I should do pink or if I should do white to keep with the cloud theme. I'm just wondering if like the pink is going to be jarring compared to the fact that there's like gonna be no other form of pink on this cow. I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions because I have been kind of like wondering if it should be white in the inner part of the ear or pink. Yeah, half finished things, just a whole lot of like bodies with no heads is what I always say. I always finish something. Yeah, I get that. When I get to a point, like sometimes I get like so frustrated on like the sewing aspect and I have to throw whatever I have like to the side. I'm like, this is just not gonna work for me. I'm not gonna do it. It has to be on a day where I'm like really in the mood to sew, which is once every like week or two. Like it just doesn't come out that well. White. Okay, I was kind of thinking white, but well, guys, we have to go into my new yarn room, so I'm gonna take y'all, and I think from what I see on my phone screen, I can actually flip the camera around, which would be great, and I'll just give you a quick little look at the room. It is very dirty, it's messy, but this is just the reality. I'm only, like, literally today, I feel like I had no time to do much in here except pull out a table so I could crochet and do this video. All right, let's go for a walk. Let's go pick out the 2 colors I need. Okay, let me lift y'all up. Okay, I think I can flip it. Oh gosh, oh golly. Here we go, guys. I'll show you guys my acrylic side first. So I had this like old curio cabinet and I couldn't move it because it was like so big, and I had all this space, but I wanted to have my acrylic yarn separate from my other yarn. So this is what I ended up doing. Not a new house, just I had like my brother ended up moving out of his room and he had an open room and I asked if I could take over it. I guess you could say. So this is just the new room. And like I said, this is the second day I'm in here. I literally moved this stuff up yesterday and I have to go to the store and everything and buy new stuff and cabbies and like, it's crazy in here. So this is what I ended up doing with the curio cabinet. See, it just like slides open. Because at first all I would see was myself in the mirror, and I didn't really appreciate that. But like, I've got all types of acrylic yarn, reds, pinks, greens, white. This actually just needs to go in this bin. This is like the yarn I don't like, and that's Burnett blanket, and I don't like it either, so it stays away. These are like browns, some like mustards, tans, purples, and grays, blues, blacks, and multicolor. So this is where my acrylic yarn is living, because I use acrylic yarn, but I use the, oh my gosh, it's sliding away. I use Chanel or Sweet Snuggles Light so much more, but I do use this for like certain customs and flower bouquets. Easy to see. I don't have to fight and pull it down all these boxes. This corner, y'all. This is like some of my leftover stuff from the market. Oh, this is my scrap yarn. So I like to keep scrap yarn in its own little area because, you know, a lot of times I can use these little scraps to do things. Like, I'm actually going to take this white. We're going to use this white, and I actually think I can take this blue. And we'll use it for the cow. But I like to keep all my scraps because, like, a lot of times that pink and stuff I can use to do, like, blush or whatever on something that just needs, like, a little bit. And I don't have to open up, like, a new ball of yarn. Packing stuff. I'm hitting things. Don't fall. Yeah, more old market stuff. Like I said, crazy in here. It's so messy. This is the mess. And those are like some things that I have to finish. Like, I just have a lot of stuff that I need to buy to organize. So we don't have to necessarily get the yarn, but I'm going to still show you what I have right now. And we're going to take this and put in there. This is like 2 dino bodies that need to be finished. More scraps that I'm just trying to figure out where in the world to put. It's just a table. Trying to figure out where to put. But the table will probably go somewhere in this mess. And my sewing machine will probably be over there. This is where I have most of my Chanel right now. But got some jackets in there. I had to make a deal that if I got this area, somebody could put their jackets there. So jackets. But this is kind of what it looks like right now. It probably will change, but I just like had to get stuff out of the way and things need to be put up, or I don't even know. So like, I have a lot of bagged yarn that I kept out. This is like all Sweet Snuggles Light, some Burnett something from another project I did. More bagged yarn. These 2 bins contain yarn that just like didn't come in a bag, and I wanted to see if I could put it in here so it would stay a little cleaner and I don't have to worry about dust or anything. More bags of yarn. I didn't understand how much yarn I had until this whole situation. Yarn, you know, just everywhere. I wanted to make it easy where I could like come in here, grab a yarn, see what yarn I have out, and not keep opening new skeins of yarn for no reason. Like, I don't know why I opened so much of this yarn when I should have just used the old stuff. And then this is like my box of half-finished things. But this is also colors that I only have one of, except that hot pink. It's just a lone one that got out. But, like, I only have one of this. So, didn't really make sense to put it in its own spot because
first of all, I don't have space, and second of all, I only have one, so where am I gonna put it? And then this is kind of the more crazy side. I am thinking about actually getting more like shelves, so I can kind of do what I did over here. But basically this side is most of my Premiere stuff or parfait. So like I've got some in bags, some out of bags. That's the open Burnett baby whatever that I have. This is actually not, and I actually think this might be Sweet Snuggles. So, I'm hitting things. I'll put that over there. But like this is this is the, what's it called? Hobby Lobby. The Yarn Bee, I think. So I have like some Yarn Bee stuff. Premiere, the limited Premiere that I have is all resigning over here. This is like pretty for the most part. This is not pretty. But I think getting some more shelves here will fix this. But yeah, oh my gosh, back into the chaos. And I hope I can figure out how to set y'all down correctly again. Oh my gosh. Don't fall, don't fall. Don't fall, don't fall. Oh my gosh, don't fall. So, that's kind of what I have right now. Still some things that need to be changed. Hoping to go to the store at some point. And just like, I think get some organization stuff. And put maybe some things that make the room feel like a little bit more me. But like I've got some art prints that I haven't been able to hang up that I'd like to put on the wall. And then, like I said, if anyone ever, like if I ever got to the point where I was like popular or something and could have like a P.O. box to put like stuff if anyone ever gave me anything on the wall, like letters. So, I mean, the good thing is there's a lot to grow into. And I know that this year, since this is like my first full year doing crochet, I can grow into it and everything's contained and I don't have yarn everywhere. I had yarn like downstairs. I had yarn in my room. I just had yarn everywhere. So it's definitely really nice to just have it in a condensed spot. It is going to feel a little weird to not be so spread out, if that makes sense. Like I'm so used to being like downstairs and then having my own little area. And if I wanted something, I just like turn around, grab it, go. Now I'm like, okay, everything's in one spot. It's just a little weird for the time being. Yep, big tall bookcases. Yeah, that's kind of like there's that one big one in there, and that's pretty much it in terms, like I'm trying to stack the other yarn up, but because there's not sections, it does get top heavy, so you can only stack it so much. So that's why I'm thinking like when I go to Target or whatever, maybe I can find something to put in there just to, or maybe I could even make something. Like I don't think it'd be too hard to put a piece of wood, paint it, and use it as a shelf. It does feel good to have somewhat everything organized. I mean, I'm not a very organized individual. So we're going to see how long that lasts. Because I'm definitely not a super, like, organized person. As much as I would love to say I am. I know when to admit defeat. And when it comes to organizing stuff, I'm not the best. I definitely admit defeat there. Okay, make the ears too. So I guess I should show you guys the cow that I made the other day get through this magic ring first. 5, 6. Well, it's really funny because
I laugh with like my barn and everything. I try really hard to keep it like pretty organized and clean, and just like lots of blowing, sweeping, trying to get the shavings out of the alleyways all the time. But then like if you meet me and you meet like I am not that way at all. Like cleaning anything, like my own stuff, no, I don't have the energy to do that. So people will see my barn and they're like, oh, you must be really clean and organized. And I'm like, not at all. Okay, 3. And get through this and then I will show you guys my other cow I made. And I'll show you the first cow because it's honestly pretty terrifying, if I'm being honest. I didn't realize it was as bad as it was until I made my next cow. And then I was like, oh my god, this is horrible. Oh gosh, that made a horrible sound. Little dragons. Oh gosh, that made my knee hitting the table. Just sit right there. Okay. So, this is the first cow I made when I was figuring out the pattern. I don't think he's horrible, but he definitely has a look to him. Look at it. I don't know. I think I made the nose was like really round. And I couldn't quite decided what I wanted to do with the ears. Like, I definitely don't think it is bad. I did end up changing some things with like the stitching and like what I ended up doing. But I kind of wanted to make it sprite themed and crochet like a lemon and a lime, but I still have not done that. It'll probably get done at some point, but right now he's just chilling like this. And this was the first one. So I've never created a pattern off my head. I kind of knew the kind of body type that I wanted and stuff. And so it was kind of just like throwing everything on a piece of paper and trying to like make sense of what in the world was happening. So then this was the second one. So I did have some improvement with like the nose and everything. I think it looked a little bit better with like the bigger nose opposed to like the tiny nose. So this was the second one. Okay. The little cutie, she's been in the bin, her flowers. The third one I did. And the only problem with this one is I totally had like a blank moment where I didn't even think where to put the color change spot up here, and I put it like right where the nose goes, so it does look like its nose goes further on this side, but it's just because I color changed right there. So this was the third one I made? Third, I think. Hello, Misty. Happy New Year. This was the one I made yesterday? Yeah, it feels like yesterday. So I just made like a little Valentine's one. It's got some hearts. I ended up actually making 3 hearts, but I decided I didn't really want to sew 3. And I'm actually considering remaking this version into a sweetheart cow. So same thing. It would be available like with the pattern where you would have the basic cow, like this one, and then you would have like a Valentine's one. I'm considering a sweetheart one because I think it would be cute to do like a sweetheart one, because it's not necessarily the standard Valentine one. So it would have the like pastel colored hearts, and then you would have to hand embroider the words and everything. So I'm considering doing that for another Valentine's themed cow. Just uncertain like colors, and because I think sweethearts are, I think, pretty pastel. I think so. Yeah, basically, this was the first one, and then these are all my. Oh god, these are the other guys that I've made so far, and then we got the sky cow that is coming along, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm like still new to this all, but I'm pretty happy with myself. It's not anything too crazy, but it's like easy, and there's very little sewing, so it's not hard to mess up. And they work up fast, and they are what I would consider a good size. Oh, I can actually compare the size. I have a cow up here. I think I have a cow. God, I should have a cow. Let me see if I can pull a cow. Oh! Ah. A cow was born. I have one. I also have an elephant that no one ever saw. Oh my god, let me see if I can get back over here. This is an elephant I made. I don't think I ever posted about it. It was from Crochet Grove. But I think I have to do the tail still, and then I was gonna crochet some flowers and give it a flower crown. Don't know if it's gonna happen. Okay, I can show you guys size comparison. So this is one of my cows that I made, the sunflower cows. This was a size, I don't know, 5 hook, I think. But it's a pretty big cow. I charged 50 for these guys. Yeah, 50, I think. And this is the cow made from the same pattern that actually should be hopefully finally getting picked up. That was a size 4 hook. This cow that I made is a size 5 hook, which I usually don't use size 5s. I usually use size 4s. But I wanted to try 5, and then I'm going to downsize to 4 and see how much smaller it gets. But this is just to show you flat surface, the size comparison. So when I decided that I wanted to like undertake making a cow, I kind of decided that I wanted to make something that was in between the two and then change some things. So that's what I'm saying. It's like not super mini, but it's also not as big as a big one. So I like wanted to make an in-between size, which I think I was able to accomplish, and not having as much sewing as that was definitely a plus in my book, because I don't love sewing. I don't hate it, but I don't love it, if that makes sense. So this is the one I made the other day. I'm considering making a sweetheart version, and yeah, maybe I'm gonna try and get this pattern a bit better together tomorrow. Just want to make sure and I have some modifications for people who want the modifications and whatnot, and that way they have some other options besides just like standard cow. Some cute things. So I feel like if I can get this sky cow done, then I think I will probably not make any more for this one and kind of get the pattern ready to go. I just thought like one more would be fun and something unusual, unless I decide to make a frog cow, which could happen. I should stop thinking, because like the more I think, then the more things I want to make, and I'm like, there's not enough time. Okay, what in the world, Carrie? Shouldn't be that difficult. What? My brain's malfunctioning. Yeah, cows are definitely fun to make, and they go super fast to my markets, which is the only reason I wanted to try and make like an in-between size cow, because I get so many people who want cows but don't want to spend what I have my big cows priced at. They want something that's like a little smaller and cheaper, and so I think I've definitely accomplished that, because I can definitely charge these guys for less, because there's not as much sewing, and like I said, it literally, I can make 2 or 3 of these cows on the time I can make one of those. Yeah, a cow with a frog hat was kind of what I was thinking. Maybe cute little, oh, I gotta stop thinking. I was thinking like cute little overalls. Oh my gosh, a frog hat, little overalls, and maybe like a fish that it's hold. Oh god. Oh, I gotta stop thinking. I can't do it all. My brain gets like rolling, and I'm like, oh, Lord. I think if I did it, I would have to like make it. I don't know if I would like make it that its own separate pattern, because that's like a lot of modification. I don't know, something to think about. That's my problem. I like get rolling on ideas, and I'm like, like I'm uncertain how many different like variations people usually like do for these things, so I'm just like still trying to figure that out. I totally just messed up. We're gonna ignore that. Actually, yeah, I messed up. That's cute. We'll just keep going. That's what I was kind of thinking, like maybe a little fishing pole or something action. And then you can use probably wire or like a stick or something, and just wrap it with yarn and hot glue it like you do roses and stuff, or the flowers, and then use either like a clear line or like even maybe some yarn that's just like clear and thin to connect it to the man. Ooh, there's so many thoughts in my head. But this year is definitely like the year that I want to try and like use some more of my creativity and branch out and make more things pattern wise, because I definitely have a lot of ideas, just because I feel like I'm one of those people that there's constantly something in my head. I always laugh and I tell people, like, if I'm around somebody and I'm just like so quiet and I'm not speaking, it's not because I'm trying to be mean. It's because it could be like the middle of the day and I'll literally can daydream and like make up the most intricate stories, and I might walk away from it, but then like the next day I can pick up the story like right back in my head. So I definitely like have a lot of creativity, I guess. Maybe I think my creativity is my one thing going for me. I'm not book smart at all. Once I got out of high school, I was like, goodbye, I'm done. No more of this book smart stuff. But the cow with the hat and the fish, that's might have to be what I do after I get this cow pattern. Might have to make another one. I almost thought about like making, but I'm not like uncertain. Seals aren't my favorite animal. But I was like, maybe like a cute little seal and something. And you know how the seals do the little balls? I was thinking you could kind of like bring the head down and put a little magnet in its nose, or not even in its nose, still keep like the head up and put a little magnet there and have two of them, and then take a heart, crochet a heart, put a little magnet on either side, and that way you could connect the heart and the little seals on both sides. I don't know, I just like get in my too much stuff. And I have so many ideas, but it's hard for me to translate them into this, especially as I'm still figuring out how to make shapes and stuff. Yeah, that's what I was like, the seal thing could be cute, but I just like don't know if I have that level of skill. Because in my head it sounds really good, and it would probably be like so stinking cute, but in my brain it's just, there's just like no way my brain can comprehend how to even do that. That's why with, especially this being like my first pattern and everything that I made, I like wanted to do something that I know I could personally use in my markets and am gonna use. Because I feel like sometimes I see people who make patterns and they kind of make a pattern like for a trend or something, but then they never actually use it or do like any markets with it. So I'm always like a little like skeptical, because if you're somebody who does markets, like it's good to see a pattern creator like using their patterns and whatnot, so you know that they're like gonna sell something. But I just don't know how I could even figure out how to make seals. I got, like I said, a lot of ideas, don't know how to execute half of them. Man, it is so windy outside right now. I'm inside and I can hear the wind gusting. That's insane. I wouldn't say I always have a designing brain. Now, the clothing, or when I get my sewing machine, it's gonna be scary. I have a sewing machine actually already. My mother used to do a ton of sewing, and she's like make my Halloween costumes, because I always wanted to be something weird. There was like one year that I dressed up as a red panda, and this was like before red pandas were a thing. I don't even know if they are like a Halloween costume thing now. So she ended up making me like a Halloween costume. She made me like my one and only dress for a school dance. So she's extremely creative as well. So much more creative than I could ever be, because she did like all the Swarovski crystals and like drawing, and she's just amazing. But she had a sewing machine and she still has it. So I was able to talk to her about letting me borrow it and see what I could like do. And before I go out, because I was gonna buy a sewing machine, but then I was like, oh well, if I don't like sewing, if I get a machine, they're not cheap, and I'm honestly one of these people that's like, if I buy something and spend the money, it might as well be like something that's worth the money. So she's gonna let me borrow it, but I'm gonna record me like learning how to sew, because I just think that would be like so funny to make videos on like YouTube as something to also add into the crochet videos, because it's gonna be humorous. I can't even draw a straight line. Yeah, that's how I kind of usually am, Nicole. And then this time I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna figure it out. Like, what do I have to lose? And it's not perfect, but it's very good for me. Hello, Desiree. Yep, you got the time right. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be on the live. I'll be on for a little bit more just because it is 9 o'clock for me, but you'll be able to catch at least a few minutes. We are just talking about patterns. Patterns that I want to make. Patterns that my brain has, but I can't make. And then I'm working on kind of my last cow for the time being. That will be a part of my pattern until I decide if I want to make some other things we've talked about. I just don't know how it would all go. All right, we got one ear done. So like I said, we're doing the white on the inside, so that way it will go with the cloud theme. So I don't think I've ever seen cloud cow. Yeah, today has definitely felt long. And I hate whenever it's so windy outside. Like, I know you guys can't hear it, but it's so windy to the point where it's like howling. And I'm in a room and I can still hear it. And I can hear like everything banging. Whenever there's bad weather or weather's gonna get bad, I swear the days take so much. I don't know, it's just something about it. Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit more, but oh my gosh, live streams are definitely gonna be back, especially now that I have this space. They'll be back even more, and I'll have a little bit better of a setup as time progresses, to where the live streams will hopefully just get even bigger and better. Good night, Heather. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, the wind is absolutely insane. I hate wind. Well, I should say today was not like horribly windy, but now as the night has gone on, it's picked up. I'm shocked. My goal is just to get this ear done, and then I have accomplished my goal for the night. Because then tomorrow I just have to do like a few more little tweaks, and then the body of this cow will be done, and then I can finish everything else up tomorrow, and then I will get all the pictures I need and write everything down, and then hopefully by Sunday or Monday it'll be available to be tested, is my hope. Sometimes things don't go to plan. Always just depends on how bad the weather is.
1, 2. This is the nice thing though about keeping all your scrap yarn, because I can just use my scraps and I don't have to open a whole new thing of yarn, and then I'm just gonna end up with more scraps. I really like trying to use things to the, like, I'll even start certain things and like just tie them off and keep going just to use up my scraps. I hate wasting, especially plush yarn. Acrylic doesn't bother me as much, but when it's this expensive, I try and use as much as I can. I don't think I'm supposed to get ice. Like, I say that, but like I said before, somehow, if there's gonna be ever anything bad, we always get it. And I mean, if we got ice, it wouldn't stick by any means, because I think when I did my barn a little bit ago, it was like 41 outside, and I honestly think it's supposed to stay like in the 40s, maybe get down to 39. I think you can still get ice with that, but it's not going to be like, it's not going to stay. I think it's Tuesday this week that we will have like a chance for tornadoes, and I'm more worried about Tuesday. I'm not really a big tornado gal. Like, I'm obsessed with the weather. Like outside of it actually hitting me, but in terms of like tornado, I'm obsessed with it. Just if it could stay away from me, I'd be happy. All right, guys, got the last little ears I wanted to get done for this cow, and since it's 9:07, I probably will be calling it a day because I'm getting tired. It's been a little bit of a long day, but so I'll probably be ending the stream here. But keep an eye out if you guys are following me on not YouTube, Instagram, because this cow will probably be done tomorrow, and I will post a picture of the cow, and then tester call for the pattern should be up like Sunday, Monday. So if you're interested in that as well, make sure and check it out. The only thing with the tester call is it is gonna have a pretty quick turnaround. I'm probably thinking like 2 or 3 days, just because of the fact, like, literally, if you're focused, this pattern should take you, I don't even know, like an hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. So I'm not trying to make the tester call like a week long, or the, you know, turnaround time like a week long, because really it should be fairly easy to finish, like, to do. So just keep an eye out for that if you're interested. But without further ado, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. And if I don't see you in a live stream before this weekend or the end of the weekend, then I will certainly see you in a video. So when will I go live again? What is it? Today's Friday. So probably I'll be going live again Sunday or Monday. Honestly, what I'll probably do is whatever day I get the pattern testing call out, I will probably do a live stream just so I can talk to you guys. And if anyone has any questions or anything, or, you know, want to send me like, hey, I entered it. Because I think I've mentioned this before, but I am hoping to use people in the testing call that are like people who actually, you know, watch my videos and whatnot and support me. I don't want to necessarily do, like, I've seen some tester calls where people like go for somebody with like the highest following count. To me, that's really not as big of a deal as just like giving something back to some people that I know and everything, and support me. So I probably will end up doing the live stream Sunday or Monday. And for the most part, now I have switched over to doing live streams about this time. So typically the live streams are like 7
8 o'clock Eastern time. So I'm not certain what that would be somewhere else. But it's usually like 7:50, 8 o'clock Eastern time. If I know earlier in the day that I'm going to do a live stream, I'll definitely make like a post out on YouTube. I just ended up going out to eat today, and somebody helped me with the barns, and I didn't have to do the barns, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a live stream. So this was like completely random, not necessarily planned, but I would say Sunday or Monday, probably 7:50, 8 EST. But I usually try and schedule the stream so you can see it. It just always depends on how quickly I can get like my barn done and then get upstairs. So, but I would say that's right. Sunday, Monday will be the next live stream. So, but I hope everyone has a good night. Keep an eye out on Instagram. I'll have this stuff out. I hope if you want to test, feel free. I'd absolutely love it. And I'm definitely going to be making this frog cow. Don't know if it's going to be, it definitely will not be done for this pattern release, but you guys will get like the sweetheart cow, the Valentine's cow, the normal cow, the other flower cow, and then the sky cow with the sun hat. So all fun. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the night, and I'll see you in the next live stream or video. Bye. Okay, let's see if I can remember. Oh my god, I have to stretch. So